What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, that Pens fan 412, and I'm coming back at you with another after the game review, as in the day after the game goes down. We're here on this channel talking to you about the Pens game and everything that goes on in it, and the Pens game and everything that goes on around it. But before we begin, I just want to say to that lucky 14th, thank you. Finally, we have passed 13 subscribers. Finally, we made it to 14. Now, that might not seem like a big deal considering all the other YouTubers out here with their millions and their 100,000s and all this. But for me, personally, thank you. You can't understand how frustrating it was for months being stuck at 13 subscribers to finally see that I made it to that 14th. That 14th person has finally cashed their ticket and hit that subscribe button. Now we wait for the 15th. Will it happen in this video? We will find out. Another thing that's mildly different, as you can see, I have a hood over my head. It's different. Never done this before, and that's simply because the sun down here in the south is so strong that if I took this hood off, I would disappear. I don't have the best camera. I don't have the best recording equipment. If I took this hood off, this side of my face would disappear. It's already trying to, as you can tell. But that's beside the point. That's neither here nor there. Thank you all for coming in to see this video. So let's get it started because you're here for a reason. Let's get to that reason. So last night, the Pittsburgh Penguins went to Washington, D.C., to the land of the Capitals, to Ovi's house. They went to his house. He finally had a cup so they could have something to drink. Ovi's house. We were there. And this is how it happened. Or this is what happened, I should say. That would make more sense. First things first, we did not get scored on in the first minute. I'm just going to leave it at that. We didn't get scored on in the first minute. That's nice. I like it. So it's 6 minutes. The Washington Capitals are on the power play. Now, anybody who's ever watched Alexander Ovechkin on the power play against their team can admit to this. You're only ever watching him because for some reason, there's all this stuff going on over here, and then Ovi's just here. Nothing is happening. He was literally just standing there, waiting. Just like always, just waiting. And I don't care how good Casey DeSmith is, and he's been really good. That Ovechkin one-time power play shot is a 75-25% chance that Ovechkin is scoring on that shot. Every time. And every time, nobody is ever trying to play the defense to Ovechkin. He is literally was standing there for a solid 20 seconds by himself, where he always stands every time. And guess what? He got the puck, and guess what happened? He scored. Capitals are up 1-0 on the power play because Ovechkin did Ovechkin's thing. We get on into the second period, and 2 minutes and 37 seconds in, Brian Dumoulin, and he gets the puck over to Drew O'Connor, and Drew O'Connor rings the puck, bing, off the bar, and it bings between Darcy Kemper's legs, but it slowly rolls back behind him, where Dayton Heinen, as the commentary so elegantly puts, slam dunked it like Michael Jordan into the net. It's 1-1. We're tied again. Bunch of good defense and such going on in the second period here because nothing else really happens in the second period. Nobody scores. Casey DeSmith, again, like I said, other than Ovechkin being wide open on the power play and obviously scoring because that's just what he does, Casey DeSmith is solid in this game. Darcy Kemper He all right. He all right. Right? I mean, I guess, right? He's all right. Wish we could have scored on him more, but that's beside the point. We get into the third period. And at 5 minutes and 17 seconds into the third period, Sonny Milano has the puck and he gets it over to Nicholas Backstrom, who gets it back to Marcus Johansson, who snapshots it into the back of the net, and it's 2-1 Caps. Marcus Johansson with his 13th of the season. But at 12:52, Sidney Crosby's in the offensive zone. He gets puck over to Gensel. He gets it back to Brian Rust, and Rust, seemingly just like Johansson, instead of a snapshot, though, he shoots it with the the rusty wrist, and he puts it into the back of the net, and it's tied 2-2. And it's all tied up, folks, going into overtime. Which nothing really happens. At the end there, Brian Dumoulin has a chance at scoring in overtime, but Darcy Kemper kind of just like moves out of the crease and just kind of like hugs Dumoulin to stop him. Like, we're just gonna go to the shootout, pal. Let me hug you. Yeah, very gripping moments there. And we got to the shootout. And who would the Capitals put out for their first shooter other than the guy who literally won in the Olympics for Team USA, TJ Oshie, or just TJ Oshie, as they like to talk about now. It's just TJ Oshie now. Oshie is so far away now in the past that we got to just stop holding it as that's his only accomplishment. He's done more, but that's what you remember. He's the shootout guy. Remember, he's the shootout guy. But guess what? Casey DeSmith stops him, and he can't score. And then Rickard Rakell going down for the Penguins as the first shooter, and he puts it in the back of the net with a very nice yee move. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. If you've ever played NHL, right? The shootout move that usually always works. You fake to the left and you go to the right, and it scored. And then Kuznetsov does his best Evgeny Malkin impersonation and literally takes all day to get to the net and somehow scores. That's how slow it was. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch because he's that slow. And Casey DeSmith still gets scored on. God. Just, Sid the Kid goes down. Sid the Kid gets saved on by Darcy Kemper. Nicholas Backstrom, and luckily not as slow as Kuznetsov, goes in. He shoots the puck, and he scores. It's all up to Gino. And Gino doesn't do what Gino does in the shootout. Gino actually has a little bit of speed behind him, and unfortunately does not score. And the Washington Capitals topple the Pittsburgh Penguins in the shootout 3-2 in DC. Your first star of the game, Darcy Kemper. Second star of the game, Casey DeSmith. Third star of the game, Marcus Johansson. Shots on goal, 45-37 for the Washington Capitals. Face-offs, 53.8% to 46.2% in favor of the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Capitals scored on one of their 3 power play opportunities. The Penguins scored on none of their 1. Penalty minutes consisted of 10 minutes for the Pens, 6 for the Caps. And then hits were in the Penguins' favor, 23-16. Sorry, 19. And block shots were in favor of the Penguins once again with 20 blocks to 18. Giveaways, the Penguins only had 5, so that's a good number, to the Capitals 12, and takeaways 10-8 for the Caps. But hey, that's it. This has been That Pens Fan 412, and I want to thank you all for watching. If you like the video, give it a like. If you dislike the video, give it a dislike. I expect honesty around here, folks. And if you got any comments, questions, concerns, you want to put them into the comment section down below, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And don't forget that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer who isn't subscribed yet, it's right there. It's right there. It's free. It's free for free. It's right It's right under here. It's free for free. You can hit the button. It's free. Let's get to 15, right? Let's get to 15. Let's do it as a team. Let's get it done. All right, everybody. Thank you again for watching. And yeah, peace out.